Let's start with science class. That is the title. How are work and motion related? If you remember in the last class, we talked about the definitions of this. We talked about what is force, what is energy. Remember that any push or pull an object is when you are applying a force. It can stop, it can make it stop one object. It can make to move the object from one place to another, or it can stop or slow down the object. Also, we talk about what is work. We say that work is the ability to do perform an activity to work. So now we're going to relate this work and motion. How can be related these two definitions in something, in an object, or how we can use these two definitions apply in real life. So what we're going to do, class, we're going to copy a summary. I'm going to show you the summary that we're going to copy. So let me change the slide. Here, first let's write work. We're going to copy this, work. But just the meaning of work. You're not going to copy everything, class. Just this, what is work? This. What is the topic, class?
How are work and motion related?
That is the topic, how are work and motion related? So copy now the definitions of work. Work is the result of a force moving an object. You are applying a force when you are moving something. For example, when you are pushing or you're pulling an object. You need to have, as you know, it says here, we use energy to work every day. You need energy to have today, you need to have energy today to be sitting there and to be writing in your notebook. That it's energy, the energy that you have is different from the energy that we can be talking about when you talk about electricity, but we have energy. We get the energy by eating. So you need to have energy by doing the work. If you are going to use a force to move an object, you need to have obviously energy. If you want to push or pull any object, it depends. It might be an object that it's big, so it must have more force for you to apply to that object in order to move them.
I finished the copy.
Finished? All of you finished the copy what is for work?
No.
No? Just this class, just copy this. What is work?
Finished.
Finished? Okay.
I finished.
Okay, let's go to the next slide. Remember, the work is a result of a force moving, the force that you apply in order to move something, when you're pushing or pulling. Look at the picture. Pushing is doing this, what this person is doing, and pull, it's this.
What are the pages?
I don't have a page number with me, Gabriela, here, so I cannot tell you what is a page number, sorry. But here we're going to copy now what is a simple machine. Let's copy this definition. What is a simple machine?
Drawing. Can we draw?
Yes, you can draw. You can draw. I'm going to give you, let's see, 3 minutes. In 3 minutes, I think that you can write and you can draw also. 3 minutes. Simple machine.
Please, I don't finish work.
We're going to use, okay, finish this, Fernando. Later work. Simple machine is a machine that made up of 1 or 2 parts. As you know, the machines, they can have 1, 2, or more parts, but when they have just 1 or 2 parts, they are considered simple machines. Copy this and you can draw those. For example, look at the pulley, look at the inclined plane, the screw, the wheel, and the axle, the lever, and the weight. The scissors, they are examples of simple machines also. Why? Because they are made of two. If you look here, we have two parts that helps, it can be, yes, made of two, that helps to create the scissors. What the lever is, it's a simple machine. Well, it has a bar, as you can notice here, there is a bar, and that bar helps to turn or fix a point. It can help you to go up or down any object. So it's made out of two parts, so it helps to move to up. When you are applying the force, it helps to move the object from one place to another. Yes, so it's an example of a simple machine. So you can make you can draw, yes, you can draw. What about the wheel and the wheel? Why it's considered a simple machine? Because this wheel that you see here is connected to this rigid pole, so it helps to move. You can put things inside of the wheel here on the object, some objects to move from one place to another. So you're applying a force that is going to move, helps the object move from one place to another. Joshua, it's your sister, the beautiful baby that you have with you?
Yes.
Yes, so cute.
I finished the copy and drawing.
Okay, perfect.
Look me my drawing.
I finished.
Camila, thank you. Thank you, Colin. Yes, nice drawings.
Es que miren, las tijeras
Yo
parecen
terminé
dos
hace
espadas.
mucho, pero
Miren,
estoy haciendo esto.
parecen dos espadas.
Yeah, it doesn't look like too much as a scissor.
No. Parecen chanchitos azul. Poderoso.
So as you can notice, these machines, they are simple because they don't have too many parts. You can use, we can identify the parts, for example, of the inclined plane. The inclined plane, it's just a flat surface. As you see here, it's just this, it's just one part. So it's just a surface that it can help to move. As you can notice here, it might be a box, So it can lift from one place to another, this box, through this surface. So this inclined plane, so it's just one part. We identify the scissors, the which is made of two parts. The lever, yes, we can have two parts also here. So if you count the parts, it can be just one or two. So it's a simple machines. We have complex machines, but that's going to be another topic. So just simple machines by this moment. What about the pulley? Look at here. It must have two parts. Also, it might have two parts. So we have the wheel. Well, in this case, we have two wheels, but it's the same. So we have a wheel. It can have this rope. So we have two parts here, the wheel and the rope. So we have two parts. And why we use this, the pulley, with the two parts, the wheel and the rope, some people use this to move the objects, to lift objects from one place to another. These objects might be so heavy for the people to carry, so they did use these machines, these simple machines, to apply the force. So the machine is going to do the work.
No, hoy no quiero. Free Fire.
Finish class?
No.
Yes.
I finished and I will. And I
Yeah,
color.
it's also. And you color it, you have enough time even to color it. Okay, let's go to next slide, class. Let's go to next slide. Remember what is a simple machine. Now, we have a video. I'm going to display this video here. We have a wonderful video. Play the video.
Sí, no me agarra. ¿Quién es? Ah, ya sé quién. ¿Quién es Jess? Miss, quién es Jess? Miss.
Mía.
Ah, mía.
Okay, let me share the sound. Okay, pay attention. I'm going to ask you a question about this video. So remember to pay attention.
Our topic for today is force, work, and energy.
Comments about the video, class. What was the video about? Gabriela Gigurians.
About war and energy.
What happened? What is about the videos, Jan?
How says in English calabaza?
Calabaza.
Pumpkin.
The pumpkin. What happened with the boy and the pumpkin? Gabriela.
Pumpkins are more heavy.
The what?
The pumpkin is heavy.
Okay, and
Then the object has to move. It can move stationary.
okay, it can be stationary or it can be a movement. Okay, thank you, Gabriela. Sian, you have any comment about the video? Oh, Khaled.
También las cosas, the things can be changed, the appearance, la apariencia,
The
and
appearance.
the appearance y las esquinas, the bordes, los bordes.
Boards, the H.
For example, the car,
That example you're telling me. What happened with this, Khaled? Can you describe what happened in this part?
before is a new car and then the rock le cayó.
It destroyed the car,
It
right?
destroyed the car, the new car.
Yeah, so it changed the shape or size of an object. It says when there is a force applied. Look at the rock. The rock, there is a big rock in the car. Now it doesn't look like it was before. It changed. So when you apply the force, it can change not just the direction in any object, or it just can stop. It can change the
Apariencia.
physical appearance. That's right. Thank you, Khaled. You did a great job. Rebecca, tell me, Rebecca.
The boy described the pumpkin, but the boy see a ball
Mhm.
and the same of color. The car are destroyed.
The car destroyed. And you mentioned something important. You mentioned that when the boy applied, thank you, Rebecca, applying force to the ball, what happened with the ball, class?
Move the direction.
It's going to move and it changed the
The
direction.
direction we change.
Direction it changed, that's
speed.
right.
Yes.
The speed, that's right. Excellent, excellent. And what else? What happened here, class? What was this boy doing?
The boy is moving the big caja, the big
big
box.
box.
It's a big box, yes. It might be look like a cage. It looks more than a cage than in a box. But
When force is applied,
it's too difficult for him, right? So he was applying too much force and then it started moving, right? And what happened when it started moving this? By one time, it wasn't in motion. It was in motion, it was movement. But then it stopped. And when it stopped, so we say that it was the force applied because it stopped there. The work, it was done, yes, it was done. But then it stopped.
Porque algunas cosas son redondas y algunas son así como planas.
It is flat, they can be flat or they can have a shape, yes. And at the end, excellent, at the end, it mentioned the ability of the capacity to do work. It's called energy. As I was telling you, we need to have energy also to do work. So the best source of energy that we have is by eating. By eating, if you don't eat or you don't sleep, you're not going to have too much energy and you're going to feel tired. So it's going to be difficult for you to apply force to whatever you are trying to do, to perform and work. Yes? Okay, so let me stop here sharing. Any other comments? So I want to.
Mommy,
When can you share the presentation of the drawings cuando iniciamos la clase?
Okay, yes, I'm going to show you one more time. So if you have, what do you have to click to copy? Okay, we're going to stop the class by today by here. Remember that in science, this week you don't have homework. So you are free to finish to copy notes.
Bye, miss. See you next class. Sorry, tomorrow.